sandy beaches bordering the Atlantic, and the ocean characterizes this park, which stretches from the west to the east, from the coast to the shores of the Guadalquivir River.
This distinctive location between the sea and a large river creates exceptional conditions.
The very special nature of the Doñana area is the product of long evolution. In primeval geological eras, the mouth of the Guadalquivir was an enormous estuary. The formation of a coastal sandbar ended up by isolating a huge stretch of water. In Roman days it was called Lake Ligustinus. This shallow lake was gradually filled in by alluvial deposits and became a swamp.
Even today, Doñana's landscape keeps changing. A western wind blows perpendicular to the coastline, sweeping up silica from the immense rings of dunes which border the shore. Inexorably, the sand creeps up along the pine forest, encircling and smothering it. These great mobile dunes create spectacular scenery, which was described in 1910 in a book by Chapman and Buck called Unexplored Spain.
To the west are revealed vast vistas of Saharan desert with kilometer upon kilometer of shining sands, totally devoid of any vegetation. Oh, the exaltation of magnificent desolation, the splendor of sterility.
Except for the softened contours of its dunes, Doñana offers only flat stretches of land, a succession of varied landscapes of contrasting vegetation, an astonishing patchwork of terrestrial and aquatic ecosystems.
Doñana is the host to an extraordinary wealth of wildlife. Being near the Straits of Gibraltar, it is one of the main stopping places for the great bird migrations between Europe and Africa. Hundreds of thousands of birds come to spend the winter here. More than 150 species visit the park.
Since their origin, the swamps of Guadalquivir, being inhospitable to men, have been a privileged enclave for the animals of the region, especially birds.
Despite its renown, despite the fact that it is a recognized part of Spanish heritage, the great painter Goya, for example, visited it in the 18th century. Despite having been the object of many studies and scientific expeditions, this natural treasure was menaced in the 1950s.
In 1959, some private companies, as well as some departments of the Spanish government, undertook to drain the swamps, threatening to destroy the unique ecosystems. International wildlife preservation societies immediately mobilized, particularly the World Wildlife Fund, for which this was one of the first urgent cases. It's thanks to them that the processes started which led to the creation of the Rondane National Park in 1969. Today, the park attracts visitors from around the world who set out on their visit of Doñana from the La Rosina and the Acebuche visitor centers.